Hello Twin Flames, and welcome back to God Conscious Twin Flames 1111. My name is Pamela, and I want to welcome all my new viewers and all my loyal subscribers. And I also want to thank all of you that were able to show up on the Facebook Live video on 8/8. That was a lot of fun. And I will be doing more of that and keeping you guys posted. It looks like Wednesday is my day to be able to do those types of videos. And it would be 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I am planning on doing one this coming Wednesday, also at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that date is, sorry, I just kind of, 8:15. So if you are struggling on the Twin Flame journey, I'm doing a Q&A on that page, so kind of devise your questions, so feel free to shoot me an email in advance of that date, and then I will put them out there. But I am so grateful to be able to be a light worker on this journey and a light bearer for those that are in struggle. I am going to start this reading with telling you that I'm listening today to Zen Life meditations. Stop bad vibes from the past and trapped negative energy. Stop unwanted thoughts and emotions. So, yeah, I was inspired and drawn to that. And it is a 417 hertz meditation music. So I'm going to read from Jesus Calling. This is going to be a reading for the weekend, and a weekend energy report for August 10th, 11th, and 12th. And I will begin. So it says, relax in my healing, Holy Presence. Allow me to transform you through this time alone with me. As your thoughts center more and more on me, trust displaces fear and worry. Your mind is somewhat like a seesaw. As your trust in me goes up, fear and worry automatically go down. Time spent with me not only increases your trust, it also helps you discern what is important and what is not. Energy and time are precious, limited entities. Therefore, you need to use them wisely, focusing on what is truly important. As you walk close to me, saturating your mind with scripture, I will show you how to spend your time and energy. My word is a lamp to your feet. My presence is a light for your path. Yes, thank you, God. So, I'm going to read Psalm 52:8. I was a little behind on my schedule today, so I didn't pre-prepare this. And then it's Psalm 52:8. I love the languaging that has saved my soul from so much despair during the process of this journey. And it is really encouraging and enlightening. And, you know, sometimes convicting, like there's things that I'm not supposed to be thinking about that did not come from God. So the Psalm 52:8, but I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise you forever because you have done it. And in the presence of your saints, I will wait on your name, for it is good. So, I'm going to read Romans 12:2 because there's the 2's in it. So if you haven't gotten this book, it's really a great tool to use. The Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. You can get them at Barnes & Noble, online. At any of your local bookstores, I'm sure they carry it. So Romans 12:2. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Oh My goodness, my absolute favorite. And do not be conformed to this world. I think we talked about that in that video the other day. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So we're seeking the perfect will of God. Yeah, wow. Thank you. So I'm going to do your reading. I already prayed over and shuffled the deck, but I will tune into the energies of what's going on in the collective right now. Let me just pull this a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to tune into the energies and see what's happening with the collective. So I'm asking for a clear view reading for August 10th through 12th, the weekends. Any advice, guidance, suggestions, motivation, inspiration that you have for us. I ask that you use me as a clear vessel to be able to relay the messages to those that are in need of them for this weekend. We thank you for all the messages, all the ways in which you show up in our daily life, the ways we know and the ways even that we don't know. But we know you're teaching us how to see you in all things and in everything. And we thank you for the transforming of our minds and this ascension process. And so it is. Amen. Okay, so infusing with love and light and blessings. Thank you. Okay, so let's see where we are with the energies. Okay, that is it. Okay, so, Palace of Coins. So basically, we are headed into the feelings of abundance in our home, in our 3D world, in our 3D reality. So, good work. Your hard work is paid off. Please just enjoy being in your palace, being your queen or king, depending on who's watching this, and their dominant energies. This is just a place of peace and tranquility, abundance, joy, happiness, fulfillment, and yeah. Okay, so the overall energy, yeah, you've got two palaces. Some of you are clearing through. This is in the position of you. Some of you are still clearing through the emotional and the world's worldview on life. And some of you are coming up and out of the subconscious mind, and some of you are going in. So I'm not sure which side you're on. But in the depths of the subconscious, you might want to take this weekend to really delve into that which is triggering you at any given time. I'm also seeing this is probably a really good time because you have some decisions to make. You know, you're looking up at the divine for the answers. You're not seeing that some of the answers are right here in front of you. You just have to reach down and grab one of those cups and, stop looking for that which is on its way to you, because you're missing the present moment. So get in the present moment and really start to focus on what it is that you do have, what is in your hand right now that you can appreciate and that you can work with. We also have many of you being in the Hanged Man position, which is saying basically that you are in between both worlds. Some of you feel like you're in a state of limbo and unknown. For some of you, you prayed to get this and you have it, and you're kind of not aware that it's already here. You wanted this because you wanted to start to make your own decisions, and being in the hangman position gives you the opportunity to choose between the two, kind of like what it said in our reading for today. You get to choose between the two. You need to have the faith. That's an unexpected card. Your faith is going to be tested. It's unexpected, so your faith is going to be tested. Maybe some news is coming to you. In the outcome card, maybe there's some news coming to you, and your faith and your abilities will be tested. And I don't like to use the word tested like, you know, like it's a negative. It's a good thing, because your abilities will be strengthened. Your abilities will be forced to come to the surface. You're going to be able to choose, am I going to use the ego for this, or am I going to use love? And so whatever is happening, it's a swift moving messages may be coming to you. You might be the catalyst, so don't bully your way through things. That's the outcome. It shows that you have the propensity to bully your way into the situation. It is not yet telling me this is an overall energy, so this is probably for the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Typically this is a male energy, a fiery creative energy, and so I'm kind of sensing this could be also the divine masculine's energy. Have faith that if it's meant to be, it will be. Have faith that the divine is doing his work, that we stay out of the way of the divine's work. I'm just looking for patterns here. You might have an inspiration that came directly from the divine, from your prayers. That's why I'm sensing that you are to stay in the meditative, in the unconscious mind, really journaling about whether or not this is a true emotion, or is this an old emotion? Is this something that I need to be dealing with now, or is this something from the past? And then releasing it. But I believe that having this faith, staying in the state of in limbo, if you will, appreciating your palace that you have created, the abundance that you currently have, not letting the emotions make it seem like it's not valid, not letting the subconscious mind play that down. This is more valid than the emotions. The emotions are valid, but they have to be healed. So they're coming to the surface for that, so that we're not repeating lessons of the past. And then you will be inspired. That's going to be your unexpected for this weekend. There'll be an inspiration, a great surge of like aha moments, probably. Maybe before you go and talk to the world about it, put it into prayer and ask the divine, specifically, I got these ideas, are these from you? And then ask the questions surrounding the ideas, like how am I going to do this? And then look to see how those answers are being relayed to you. What other information do you have on this? Yeah. For the divine collective for this weekend. How do I do this? Okay. So I'm just going to try and clarify with the Cyril Marchetti Tarot, the Gilded Tarot deck. This has been my main deck, the Cyril Marchetti Tarot of Dreams, because it is just such a beautiful, powerful deck, and I like the feedback that I get from both the angels and from the people I get to work with. I'm very in tune with these images. Okay. So every morning you're going to ask for divine guidance from your angels and guides. And then the faith is evidence of things not seen. My faith has brought me all the way here to Florida. Oh, the High Priestess. Yeah, look at that. That's what you are, the High Priestess. Just coming alive and coming into your own. So I see the similarities between the High Priestess and the Hanged Man. Just so graceful and waiting for the divine. not making any moves on her own will. And quite honestly, it's interesting that nobody in here is really moving. They're just staying in peace and in serenity. There's no actions to be taken. All the actions that you're taking are the within actions. There's nothing for you to do on the outside. All on the inside, to have faith, to have trust, to be still, to know that I am God. Knowing that all of your needs will be met. Knowing that, that's being transformed by the renewing of your mind. You may consider kind of spending this time alone this weekend, or maybe in prayer meditation, listening to your favorite chants, going for a walk with your dog, because they're giving you a lot of insight at this stage, a lot of insight, a lot of validations, a lot of clarity is coming to you at this point. Yeah. A lot of clarity. So, I'm going to pull this the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart and see what are the final messages they have. This weekend looks really good. It is a good time to be down, to not be in the do. Do something very peaceful. Maybe, go see an art exhibit and see what resonates. Write or read a book. By the ocean, if you can, in a park. Just mellow, because there's a whole lot of not just beingness and not doingness. Okay, I'm having a struggle here. Bear with me. This is a beingness. Elegance. See the elegance? You don't have to be in turmoil and be still. A lot of us are, because we're used to doing, and we've been groomed to do. But I'm telling you to be. I'm not, actually. The angels are. I'm going to tell you that from experience, being in the bee has yielded some amazing results. And I'm so grateful to share that with you. I am peaceful. I am joyful. Everything is unfolding right before my eyes, because I am in obedience to the work that they've asked me to do, which is really to help people to get unchained from the bondages of self, to be able to get to be an example of what it feels like and what it looks like, to allow the divine to transform. So I'm living proof that I no longer live the way the world wants me to live, and I am doing extremely well within my beingness. I don't have everything that I want, but I have everything that I need. I have a vehicle, I have a home, I have love, I have my animals, I have great relationships, I have music at my leisure. I have a community that I can go to, both in the 3D world with my church community and my intuitive center, and in the World Wide Web with you guys. So I want to thank you for that. Okay, so rest of this weekend, what do you have, angels, as far as assistance, guidance, advice? Better stop looking, they said. Yeah. Don't be afraid of those overwhelming emotions. Allow them. They want to tell you something. They just want to tell you that you're okay with those emotions. There's nothing to fear, because this is showing up as you. So being still with that and allowing the divine to show you what they mean and transmute it into what power, into insightfulness, into intuitiveness, into inspired ideas, inspired ideas. Yeah. And I think a lot of you are starting to become aware of how great it is to have all those levels of emotion across the spectrum. if you're in fear, faith is going to just pop up right at you. You're just going to get like an aha moment. Yeah. So find balance is what you've got as far as the advice. Find balance between all. Believe and succeed. Yeah. Helpless and hopeless has been coming up for quite a few people. And rebuild. Rebuild. Rebuild your heart. That's what they want you to do this weekend, is rebuild your heart with the divine. See the purple glow around the heart? That's a healing. The white light and a purple glow. That's a healing that's taking place within you. So just finding balance will help you with feeling helpless and hopeless. And then, you know, again, this is third eye chakra. We have the and the indigo. So we have the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. The kind of purple. Balancing our thoughts, our heart with our thoughts. It's not your emotions, it's your heart. There's a difference. We think our emotions are, you know, some of us are led by our emotions, and we haven't learned the difference between following our soul purpose and our heart and our gut with emotions. And so being in this process, I have learned what the difference is between following my intuition, following that gift that God has given me and has revealed to me, and following my thoughts. I always know the difference because it doesn't feel as peaceful. I like the feeling of peacefulness. In the beginning, I didn't feel peaceful when I was walking, initially walking out what God had asked me to do. I felt chaotic, I felt scared, I felt afraid, but I did it. And each time I did that thing that I didn't feel comfortable with, it got easier and easier. And easier. So, so that's one way He will rebuild you. It will get easier. You just gotta follow the divine. You can't follow your thoughts. You can't run because of your emotions. You have to follow the divine. So I hope that helps you for this weekend, divine twins, and beloved soul mates. If you would like to book a private reading to get a clear view, guidance on your personal journey, please feel free to visit the website or visit the Facebook page. I am working on getting the secret Facebook page on how to get people invited to it. I haven't figured that out yet. I did link it to the main Facebook page, the storefront page, but I haven't figured out how to invite you guys. So if you're watching this and you were on my video the other night, please know I'm still working on it. I do have a few things that are going to take up a little bit of time out in my 3D world, but I will be working on it. What else? I don't know. Just be love. Be love, beloveds. And blessings and peace for an amazing weekend. Till next week.